and then it destroys practically anything. Oh, by the way, speaking of which, they're releasing 3 new aircraft in in an upcoming DLC.
I don't have the DLC.
It's coming.
Okay,
It's
right.
coming in summer.
I'm streaming
And
now.
okay, best of luck to you. I'll be right back.
Do you guys want me to move to a different
No.
Yeah, you can
Oh,
be
stay,
here.
man, stay.
Okay.
Stay.
Stay. We want you. We need you.
Here he comes.
We love listening to your alluring voice.
New server, or is it filling? No.
Yeah, we run this and just get points.
Boring.
He's looking worse.
Yeah, but still, we do it.
Thank God he has his granddaughters here to help him out.
Put G on, take G
Their
on.
sisters, 15 and 10. Engaging the enemy in combat so we could use his physiological data to improve the drones had always taken a toll on Mihai's body. But today, he was really showing his age. The drones we based on his data were being taken down at a faster rate now compared to when the war began. When Mihai found that out, he insisted on flying to the front lines to see it for himself.
Okay, I'll leave also
Sometimes
then.
he could be so stubborn. His
I'll go
age
down and
wasn't
take a
really
piss and get more tea.
over the years, flying at high altitudes for prolonged stretches of
Oh,
time,
sorry, youngster viewer, for me saying
poisoned his body.
yes.
He was a man of grit. Today, after 28 years, he saw combat again. If his flight suit still wasn't good enough to protect him,
Would have been
can't
worse if I
imagine
used
how
the
many
word
G's he
"amba."
hit today
Like
during the
that.
battle. As a pilot, he exceeds all our expectations. It's going to take a bit more tweaking before our drones can match his skill.
How penal is this penal unit, you ask? This place is a shithole. If you took the stink of all the corruption in the world, then corralled it all in one place, that would give you a pretty good idea of what the air smells like around here. We got all kinds of critters, too. Everything from flea-ridden guards, rabid dogs, and a mechanic doing a stretch for life. I can't forget the rats. Yeah, we got those. And some pilots who got their wings clipped, too. One's a great pilot, but a lousy thief. One's a gambler with no luck. And one's an anarchist with no balls. Their job here was to rev the engines on the fake runways. The idea was for Aruja's spy satellite to pick up the heat sig. Even though there weren't any real fighters here, it looked like it on their infrared. I bet you're wondering, if Aruja lost the war, how come they still have a spy satellite? Because someone over there was smart enough to train a bunch of computer nerds to hack into half of Osia's satellites. That's how come. Every now and again, I'd try to bust out. And every single time, those damn dogs would drag me right back. When I was in my cell, I'd hear this voice coming from the guards room. It was the Erusian princess rallying her people on the Erusian national broadcast. All us prisoners had become big fans of hers. You want to hear something funny? The guards were big fans too. I swear to God, every time she was on the air, they'd turn up the volume on the radio and sit there listening. I could see how someone like her could win the hearts and minds of soldiers and workers alike.
Be right
When
back.
the princess said
Okay.
something, you could tell she meant every word.
Yeah, I can wait.
Lately, she'd been having more fun with her speeches, and that made her seem even more charming. You could say her charm was like a virus. Whenever she'd point out stuff that was wrong with Osia, the prisoners in here went nuts. Hell, if anyone knew how messed up Osia was, it was the prisoners. They'd shout, "Burn Osia down." No way am I just gonna sit here and rot away in this hellhole. Dark blue. Instead of building fake-ass planes to trick Aruja, I'm gonna build one that'll really take off. You can count on that.
Oh no, mission 4. That's what I want. Not 3.
Okay. So you already done 3.
Yeah,
What did you think of it?
that's the UAV one, wasn't it?
Yeah.
I think it was okay.
As proved by the failure of our previous
There it is,
strategy,
there
It's a
it is.
shame that it couldn't take down the
enemy's anti-air
big
defense, so
airplane,
difficult
the
to
bomber.
overcome.
or the
The
mothership.
big massive drone.
We still need to
Yeah.
get swiftly to the space elevator
arsenal
no matter
bird.
what it takes. Someone
I did
there
take
Fun
out-
little fact. Fun little fact. There are 2 of them.
The
What's
hero
that?
of the Circumpacific
Yeah.
War
I
and
did
the
take
man
out
who
all of his
spearheaded
rear
the construction
props,
of the
but
space elevator.
it didn't
Let's
let me
see
carry on.
former President Mr. Carling.
Yeah, it's not meant to.
Carling was inspecting the elevator when the war broke.
You'll see
He's
why
been
8 missions
classified as
later.
missing since the elevator was taken over by the Erusian forces. However, according to the latest intel, a military officer accompanying Mr. Carling hid him inside the facility. Both are waiting for a chance to escape. Enemy anti-air radar network has been set up around the space elevator. It's likely a large squadron would be detected. We will send a single aircraft through the network and send in a rescue team soon after. A number of anti-air radars have been set up around the space elevator. However, our reconnaissance suggests their network is weakest along the southeastern coast of Selatakura, so we can elude the enemy's observation.
So this is threading the needle, this one, is it?
This time of year.
Yeah.
Flying through the clouds will enable us to stay hidden from their radar.
It's not as difficult as it
If you
looks.
happen to be detected by their
If anything, it
radar,
actually
you
looks
will
very
be forced to
easy.
abort the mission.
I mean, for me, I normally do a
Lone
challenge
pilot
of
will set up this strategy as you-
going there as fast as you possibly can,
After you bust through,
well,
secure the rescue
well,
craft's
without
landing
hitting a
zone
single
by
radar
taking out
net.
the anti-air weapons. Gollum and others will arrive
If
shortly
anything, the
for
one that actually did pose much of a challenge was from
provide
Assault
escort for
Horizon.
Mr. Harling's
I think that was
craft
the
after
only
running.
mission that I actually did like,
luck out
Mission
there.
11
Never.
launch from Assault Horizon. Because part of it involved you flying a big, massive stealth bomber through a massive radar net that kept changing its signal locations.
Do I need air to air or air to ground missiles?
Air to air.
Air to air.
Is specifically air to air.
Aircraft preparations complete. Sortie ASAP.
I'll be right back.
Okay.
When it comes to air, to as much as I do love the F-14, the one thing I'll say is that the 8 AAMs are probably one of the worst ones that people could possibly choose. I mean, yes, 8 air-to-air missiles does sound nice on paper, but the thing is, they are
Also strictly forbidden. Okay.
they can lock onto the same target multiple times.
Depends on you. Good luck.
And let's say that you're trying to get multiple targets, but for some reason, it won't allow it because it's already locked into something else. That's the annoying thing about it. Normally, I'd say go for the 6 AAMs or the.
Icing up. Yeah, not cool. Whoa, what's going on with my altitude? Wow, I almost crashed then.
Oh yeah, this game, the thing is, the wind speed of the weather actually affects your aircraft as well. That's the thing.
Wow.
Yeah, it affects your aircraft. What did your aircraft started moving to one side?
No, not so much that. I just lost my bearings. I ended up doing I noticed my altitude was dropping massively, so I tried to pull up, and then I ended up inverting.
Yeah, be very careful when you're going through those clouds. When it comes to going through the clouds, especially when it's very windy, your aircraft, the wind will actually try and push your aircraft to another direction. In a sense, they try to make it as realistic as possible, which is not bad, to be honest. That is actually a very nice attention to detail.
Hello.
Hello.
Yeah, I'm heading off to bed now.
Have a good one, Crasher.
Yeah.
Yeah, see you tomorrow.
Crash.
Yeah.
Take care.
See ya. Take care.
Yeah, you too. Bye bye.
Bye bye.
Bye.
You've got a lot to learn, rookie.
You're watching, are you?
I'm just putting it on right. I'm just trying to find. What is your Twitch handle?
Youngster82.
Youngster82. The same as it is here then.
It's just youngster here.
Sorry. Twitch.tv.
Yeah, I'll be right back.
Okay.
Ugh.
Trigger, you got 2 directions you can take up here. Just go with your gut. Don't worry, we're watching over you.
No problem. Situation normal. No change. RTV, going home.
Making good progress, Trigger. You're currently halfway to your rendezvous point. Look, I'm not gonna lie. It's just gonna be you and your radar out there.
So what do you think about flying through the radar net?
It's okay. Yeah, I'm using the kind of autopilot to level out because that's the only part that I don't want to really look at the moment.
Fair enough. That's a big affair of dues.
Seems okay though, so far.
Situation. Situation normal. Nothing here.
Oh crap, I can hear myself.
Yeah, you might want to mute it.
Yeah.
Right, which way now? Right.
Yeah, right.
Despite his success, he remained a humble hero.
Oh yeah, you're watching a delayed stream. Forgot about that.
Rendezvous point dead ahead. Hang in there.
Titan the watch. Status report. How could anything slip through our anti-air radar net? Increasing alert.
I'm not going to thread that needle on the left there, as tempting as it is.
Yeah, that's one of the gaps that I mentioned earlier.
Oh, that was quite close then.
What's happening? Give us orders. Increasing alert. Watching radar.
Trigger, the first stage of the mission is clear. Don't celebrate yet. The real fight's about to get started.
what's
You're
going on
using
now?
novice controls.
Yes, I am. Of course I
Radio
am.
silence is now lifted. The auxiliary craft will be arriving shortly. Destroy the anti-air around
Alright,
this
first you gotta
facility.
take out the
We're
anti-aircraft
securing
batteries.
Sea Goblin's landing zone.
Nickel,
Break, missile incoming!
nickel.
Oh hell. I'm using basic control. Of course I am.
Nickel. Nickel.
See, I don't know what
Nickel.
I don't know where.
You're using an Xbox controller, right?
Yeah.
What is the top button out of the A, B, X, and Y's?
Why?
If you press and hold Y, do you see the enemy now?
Hold on a minute. Ah, nice. That's better. That makes it easier.
Sea Goblin will arrive shortly. Eliminate hostile anti-air before that. H2, target destroyed.
Sea Goblin.
Mission still in progress.
Yep.
Stand by.
Blaze Combat 5 if you, to understand the reference.
Oh really?
Land until anti-air
Yeah, it's a reference to Ace Combat 5. This game, one thing I'm gonna tell you is that this game is full of references from previous Ace Combat
Oh
titles.
hell! I just got nailed by a missile. I didn't see the missile. Oh hell! That was close.
Oh, that's because you're using an expanded version of the radar. To change the radar,
Yeah, I got that. Oh damn it! He hit me again. Alright, and one more hit and I'm down.
H2, target down. Half of the anti-air guns down.
also if you press both the control stick buttons, you can use flares.
Yeah. I want to try not to. That's the thing.
Ah, you want to take the risk, huh?
So which one should I take out first? The SAM sites or the?
All of them. Just take all of them. I mean, whichever way you take it is not really the that much of an issue in that sense. Of course, you're using an F-16, which is one of the early aircrafts, which is a good aircraft. Don't get me wrong, it is a very good aircraft. But it's one of those. It's one of those. I only use the F-16 only until the second mission, and then I went to the F-14, and from there I just kept progressing.
I'm just trying to get used to the game.
H2, target down. Enemy's got a lock. Remaining. It's chow time.
Nice.
There are still AA guns. Destroy them and secure the LZ.
Just got one more AA.
Nice, nice.
But this is like the first phase, isn't it? There'll be something else. It's too easy otherwise.
Yeah.
All anti-air guns destroyed. Landing zone.
Funnily enough, Ace Combat 7 is very forgiving compared to Ace Combat 5. It is a very forgiving game, even if you do
Container
mess
trap.
up.
Multiple bandits over Seletar
Yep.
Harbor.
Yeah, I can't take another hit.
Oh crap!
Yeah,
Yeah, you're at 90%.
I am. There's a little thing I noticed. If you die and then you restart at the last checkpoint, you've got your full complement of stuff again, like full health and everything.
Yep, that's usually the case.
Stand by near the space elevator.
I can't go straight for the container, surely.
Nope, you have to destroy the drones that comes out of it. Or destroy the containers before the drones comes out of it.
Yo!
Is it alright?
Yo!
Space elevator. Stop them.
Oh, that was close.
I'm playing the same mission as you are right now. I'm just recording mine.
Thank you! Thank you!
What's up, John?
That missile was kind of close.
I see you're enjoying yourself.
I like it. I like it. I like this Ace Combat.
Respond. Is Mr. Harling alive?
It's a very underrated game, isn't it?
It's fun. The graphics are good. I like it.
But yeah, one thing I'll do is if once I do get a new PC, I'll buy the PC version. Then we can all have fun with some multiplayer death.
Sir, we feel the same way. We'll figure something out.
Taking an unusually longer time than normal.
Who, me?
He's flying toward
No,
the
I
space
am.
elevator.
Oh, okay.
Like I said, I'm playing the same mission as you are.
Do I have time limit to do this one?
There is a timer up on the top left-hand corner, but it's not timer based. This is not one of those destroy as many as you can in a certain amount of under a certain amount of time or something like that. So as much as yes, there are missions like that, this is not one of them. Speaking of which, you're gonna have the one thing I would like for you, one thing that I would recommend you focusing on, Young, when it comes to one of the time limit missions that's going to be coming up in a few missions from where you are.
Yeah.
Is stupidly annoying. It is very annoying. I'll say that right now. But there is a very good way to get through it, and well, how I did it was by using long-range cruise missiles, because they have a blast radius in a sense, or you just use bombs. Either one of those two.
Crap. Oh no!
Did you get shot down?
I did.
Ouch. What part were you in now?
I was still in that first part, so I'm just going to retry from checkpoint. I only had 90%.
Craft on the ground is defenseless.
It was the first hit before I died, so
Gargoyle will stand by near the space elevator.
so you reckon take the container box out quickly?
Yes. If the drones are already out, prioritize on the drones. That's one thing that I would prioritize on.
UAVs approaching the space elevator. Stop them.
What difficulty are you playing it on?
Normal.
Lose, lose.
All survivors, respond.
That's usually the way we go.
Yeah, I didn't want to do easy.
I'm in the game, yay! Don't know where Musk is though.
Avoiding you.
Of course he is. I would too.
UAVs moving away from the harbor toward the space elevator. Shoot them down.
Because I smell funny. No one likes me.
Sir, we feel the same.
How are these UAVs shooting missiles at me like all the time?
That's about it.
Unlimited ammo for the enemy AI.
I call my squad mate talking about.
All squadrons be advised. The call sign is Mother Goose 1. I've sent the information via the data link. Three remaining.
Fucking Spitfire.
What's up, Young?
Not me, Crumb.
What squad are you in, Musk?
2 locked. UAVs flying toward the space elevator. Age, column, get them. 1 remaining.
Ah, you're in a full one, okay. Mute his mic again.
I can't even see him online.
Age 2.
Yeah, it's in the game,
Oh,
huh?
yeah. Mask is still here online. Here on the.
I'm even so nice, I'm reviving him.
Huh. Let's take
Hey,
it up
don't-
and watch. What the hell?
Let's see here.
If I say yeah.
There's a drone at the elevator, isn't there, Young?
I'm not sure.
Go to the elevator.
Alright, let's take out these container trucks.
Okay.
Alright, last container box. So can they relaunch UAVs or not?
Nope, they can only launch once,
Alright, so these are almost dead targets, aren't they?
practically. One thing that I will always advise is if you see a red circle on your target,
Yeah.
the TGT ones, prioritize on those. Those are the mission critical ones. Yeah, there is definitely one at the space elevator.
Yeah.
Let's see, how many people are watching? There are 5 people watching you.
There was 7 a second ago. But yeah, it's alright.
If the number of viewers come to 10, he will show his beloved team.
Wow. Just wow.
And also Wilbur I.
Wait, what?
If the viewer count is 100, there will be the English Master Championship in cockfight.
Cockfighting championship.
Yes, or cock fencing, I could think.
I can hear it on the stream. I think one of the guys left. Okay, hold on, 2 more people came.
That's good. They all want to see it.
I've got to protect Mother Goose 1.
Also donate. There might be some injuries after the fencing game match.
Jeez, man. Now are you glad why I suggested that you take anti-air missiles?
Yeah, I get it now.
Let's see here. I'll be right back. I just need to go and take care of something real quick.
Sure.
And I gotta take some medication.
Try having a practice game before the finale is illegal. You know that, right?
Dude, I'm gonna go take some medication, man. I'm ill.
How the? Yeah.
I'm gonna run out of. Oh, what's
They
happening?
put 10 bullets in that Churchill. It takes 3 bullets for him to kill me. This game is so evenly matched.
One thing I'll say, Young, is the best way to take out drones is to, what you say, just get behind a very close and shoot them.
Yeah, that's what I'm trying, really. Oh no.
Those F-14s were very, very badass, weren't they? Oh, relaxing.
Mother Goose 1 has been hit. Colonel Johnson, respond. Maid Squadron, assess the situation.
This is Major
One day.
Mother Goose 1 in my sight. Cabin's fine, but the cockpit's not looking so good.
Colonel Johnson.
Yes.
Hey, we're back now. Or didn't you just want to talk to me? You don't love me anymore.
No.
Why? What have I done?
Everything.
Mother Goose 1, respond.
Not my fault your life is the way it is.
Skykeeper, should we continue providing cover for Mother Goose 1?
Of course.
Ah, you're leaving totally or just...
Yes,
Oh, yeah.
Mage 2, missile away.
I will quit.
Goose 1 is turning. What's going on? They're heading to the space elevator.
I'll do the same then.
It's not the Colonel. Mr. Harling's the only one on board. Mother Goose 1, respond! Mr. Harling, please respond.
Can't protect our objective.
As normal, takes fucking forever to leave this game. Sorry, viewers.
We've still got a job to do, so let's do it. Keep your mind focused.
Alt F4.
Yeah, Alt F4 was quick.
Giving up on you.
Yes. Best future.
These are approaching Mother Goose 1.
Let's go, Trigger.
Take him down now. Mage Squad. 1 minute remaining.
I'm gonna see this. I think it was a pain in the ass to get down from upstairs.
Goose 1, turn 180 degrees and exit combat airspace.
Focus directly on Mother Goose 1, Young.
Mr. Harling,
Oh, Dental Clinic N2 in Moscow, Russia.
Oh, okay, never mind. You already do it.
Talk to you later.
Yes, I see it tomorrow.
Yeah.
Well, I will
Yep.
cook it tomorrow.
Same.
Say hello to everyone, family.
Oh my god. Mother Goose 1 has been shot down. Where'd the missile come from?
Is that meant to happen?
H2 fired that.
Yep.
A friendly missile hit him. Verifying the situation. Stop speculating. Friendly fire. I saw it. Mother Goose 1 exploded in air. No one could have survived. Looks like it tried to protect
Later, Maskin.
Hey, Zap.
Okay, sorry. I was. This was I was hearing from the street.
Trigger was the closest. UAVs were crawling all over our objective. I told you to keep a goddamn eye in the hatchling. It must have been a mistake. Marshall Bird is entering. All aircraft withdraw immediately. Trigger, you can't fly for a while. You understand?
They grounded me.
The operation to rescue former President Harling has failed. Sadly, there is no hope he survived. Trigger, you are suspected of assassinating the former president.
So, what do you
There
think of
will
the
be an
plot
inquiry.
twist?
There will most probably be a court-martial.
Bad news for us here at the prison. The enemy fell for our decoy base.
Yeah, you got a new skin for the
All
Mirage 2000.
Yeah.
We had out, it must have looked to them like the Ocean Air Force was about to go on the attack. Day after day after day after day, they bombed us. Osea didn't give a damn. We weren't soldiers to them, so go ahead. Bomb us. In their eyes, we were expendable. Worth less than the fake planes in the bunkers. No biggie. While I made fake planes, they had me put together some working ones. Then, some genius at HQ decided we should send it up, so the base looked legit. Thankfully, we had people to crew them. It didn't matter what we were locked up here for anymore. Top brass needed pilots, and criminals were all they had. A crook, a gambler, an anarchist. Just your typical lowlifes. They threw each one of them in a cockpit and sent them up to intercept the enemy's planes. But in the end, it was all just for show. So, up they went, day after day after day. Today they tossed someone new into the mix. Wonder what he did to get sent here. My dad died flying for the Ocean Air Force. When your allies are surrounded, one of the most dangerous missions is giving them cover to retreat. Whoever signed up for that was a real hero. But even more dangerous than that was being the one who had to cover the rear guard's retreat. That was my dad's job, and one time, he called it off. Said it was too late for him. Said anyone else would have done the same. I found that out from a war buddy of his when he came to tell me how my dad died. The next time a retreat happened, My dad volunteered to be in the rear guard. Dumbass. He died all right. No one came to help. The news nearly broke me. Of all the ways to get killed, that's gotta be the most pathetic one ever. Am I right? There's a rumor going
Your
around
phone?
about another inmate.
No.
A guy
That's
who
mine.
was here a little while ago. Get this. Talk in the cell block says he was sent here because he killed Harling, the president of Osea during the last war, remember? He's the one that sent my dad on that suicide mission. He's the reason I had to go live with my grandpa, and why me and Gramps started building a supersonic jet. He's the reason I ended up here. Maybe I should give that guy a thank you note for killing him. Nah. God, I hate the smell of this place. It's all fake and lies and bullshit. It reeks.
No wonder this game was so big in size. There's a lot of cutscenes. I like it.
So, what do you think of the cutscenes?
I like them. Decent.
All right, guys, I'll let you in on some juicy info.
It's hard to find games like this, isn't it?
By the International Union Peacekeeping
This makes a change
Forces
for me.
court-martial. He is the murderer of Harling in the flesh.
Do you know why deaf
His
people
tag name's Trigger.
only masturbate with
Now,
one hand?
today, he may be attached to the Ocean Air Force Base
Why?
444
They have to
Squad,
moan with the other one.
but that is some symbolic bullshit.
You really do these jokes whilst I'm streaming.
Murderer or not. Every last one of you has been incarcerated
Yes,
for
it's a
one
joke.
reason or another.
I know.
And it's not an evil one either.
Atone for your crimes. A few of you in the penal unit know how to fly.
I just heard it on
the
the.
deficit in our Air Force. So they proposed sending you guys on a reconnaissance mission
It's
to the
just
Guayabolo
funny.
Mountains. But that idea was flat out rejected. Nope. You'll be atoning for your crimes.
Oh no,
right
I'm not
here
meant to
at
be
this
restarting the
base.
PS4. I was meant to be turning it
This
off.
base is a decoy designed to draw enemy fire. And as members of this base, you'll be taking hits from the enemy. This will allow our forces to safely prepare a counterattack.
Incoming!
Switch off that alarm. It's just the usual. I thought Zapland was supposed to be an isolated area. Okay. I'm gonna need a few aircraft to scramble.
Again?
Wonder how many we'll lose today. Better than solitary.
How many can actually...
Enemy aircraft detected over the dummy runway.
We just need to make it look like we can put up a fight. Some of those piles of junk can at least take off. Let's get the guiltiest cons in the sky first. We'll start with Harling's murderer. We don't expect you to down any bombers. But what we do want is to make them think that we've got an active base here.
Air to air again, bro.
Yep. Strictly air to air. And
You obtain a new
before
aircraft.
which aircraft do you have at the moment?
Was it F-15 or something?
Yeah, 14.
F-14. You obtain a new aircraft, MiG-21 BIS Fishbed F-104C Starfighter.
Let's see. If you already got the those two, what else can you get from the aircraft tree?
I'm just having a look now. So F-104C, the MiG-21 BIS,
What else?
F-104C AV, Avro.
That's a free mode one.
Okay. F-14D,
You already got that one.
F-2A,
What else? What else is there?
Mirage 2000-5.
I'd say go for the F-14C. Sorry, F-14D. Sorry.
F-14D.
Yeah. And go with the 8 AAMs because you're gonna be needing a very fast aircraft.
I've just bought the aircraft.
Okay. Do you? Oh, hold on. So you never had the F-14 before?
No, I just unlocked it.
Okay. Do you have enough money to get the 8 AAMs?
8 AMs, yeah.
All right, go for that. I mean, it's a pretty fast aircraft. This one you're gonna have to move quite fast. beginning part of the mission is a little bit slow because your FCS is locked.
I've no idea what you're talking about, but all good.
Fire control system.
Ah, okay. Right, so what do I want? F14D.
Yeah, I say go for the F4. Hold on. You have a part, don't you?
Yeah.
Okay. Choose your F14D, and they should say
Your mob.
so after you
your
select your
mobility.
special weapon.
Yeah. Your mobility.
Okay. You insert parts into your aircraft to improve their maneuverability.
Yeah.
But if that's your
on the
if
tech
that's your
on the tech tree, the only one that's on the tech tree is the your mobility at the moment.
the one that's on top of the F16 is an engine part that increases your acceleration.
But is that for the F16 or not?
That's for all the aircraft.
So you reckon get that?
Yeah, put that on your F14. You already have it unlocked. So if you go to your aircraft selection screen when you're gonna start the mission. It won't drastically change everything like night and day, but it will improve your aircraft a little bit.
You can equip your aircraft with these parts when editing an aircraft set or before you sort it. Okay.
Aye. So select parts if you've selected your parts already. Not special weapon, but parts.
Okay. Let's do this.
Yeah.
It's time to get busy, convicts. Proceed with your mission.
Now that's funny. The F-14 has a lot more
Follow
tape.
orders, Trigger.
Very
Taxi to the
interesting.
runway now. Check your altimeter and
I'm gonna have to
wind
look
from the
back
runway.
into the F-14 that I have.
Control, would you kindly send me up first? Spare 8, champ. This
Bear
is
in
the
mind
control
that
tower.
all my commentary now is a
Not
little
clear
bit
for takeoff.
delayed
Obey
because, well,
orders. Go to
yeah.
All aircraft preparing for takeoff. Watch out for Spare 8. He's forcing a takeoff. I'll take up command. Any objections? That'll get decided in the skies. Touche. Trigger, your call sign is Spare 15.
Spare 15.
Consider it your prisoner number for the air.
Yep.
Commencing deception and interception. Spare 15, the runway's free. You have permission to take off. Go now. My blood's boiling! Toss the chump in solitary once he gets back. Expect when you land your ass is grass. Spare
Why is my
15,
weapon
takeoff
disabled?
confirmed.
Like I said, your fire control system is locked for the time being. It's part of the mission.
Alright, so I'm just being bait, am I?
Simply put, you're being nothing but a target.
Not even a pencil. Here comes Harling's murderer. He shot 2 missiles right between old Harling's eyes. Always know, aren't you? In this war, intel is a life or death matter. Settle down. Excited to have another murderer with you? This is Bandog. Spare 15, I'm handling surveillance.
One thing I will say is just avoid the enemy missiles still, though.
I know it's just a dummy runway. You guys just need to make a lot of noise. Make them think there's fighters at the base. You don't gotta smoke. If you die, just think of it as you atoning for your crimes.
This plane does seem a bit faster.
Any aircraft leaving the operation area will be shot down. You hear me? Righto.
What am I meant to be doing in this?
Just fly around for a little bit, wait until the bombers hit the enemy base, and then they'll tell you to just kill everything in sight.
Look at them. Blowing up a bunch of paper planes.
But yeah, those bombers that you flew under to go, they're gonna be attacking the base.
Can't the enemy see that?
Oh, got hit. Oh dear.
What's with all the shaking? Not let the enemy get closer. Are you trying
Wow, that was actually perfect timing as well. Nice.
Commander McKenzie? Damn it!
41% already, jeez.
I know.
Squadron, listen up. Shoot
Not
Yeah.
everything carrying bombs. Weapons free. You're clear.
Weapons free.
Show no mercy.
To avoid
Started
this.
destroying everything. But I focused primarily on the bombers, though.
This is the first. Counts going forward. I decide when you die. Alright, I'm assuming command. All aircraft support me. Who's gonna dance to your line tune? I'll show you all how it's done.
Oh, they didn't go down. That MiG is quite tough.
Yeah. The only aircraft that only takes one missile is the drone, or drones,
Okay.
and helicopters. Everything else is 2 missiles. Unless you're looking at a Tu-160, that's about 3 or so missiles. Unless you want to use guns.
Oh, mission critical ones.
Yep, the ones that are labeled in red on the radar.
I've yet to confirm the destruction of the targets. Continue on with the mission.
So if you ever have an issue trying to find where they are, just use your radar. The very border of your radar will show the small little red arrow.
Let's do this. Sperry, watch your mouth.
Too close, too close.
Bingo! Good going. That cheers me up. Pipe down and keep your mind on the mission.
Let's see.
Spare 15, bandit splashed.
Trigger, keep an eye on your head count. We can compare later. You can shoot this. I'm betting that we're paying for this stuff.
Incoming hostile group detected. Take care of them.
Yeah, you can use your 8 AAMs as well.
Stop
If you already used them, that is.
That locks onto 8
the next target.
weapon enemies, is it?
It locks on to as many enemies as possible. It doesn't say it won't completely lock onto all 8 in one go. It will lock onto the nearest target multiple times. That's the one thing that I hate about the 8 AAMs. Other than that, used correctly, it can be a very potent weapon. Also, if you're taking aircraft head-on, it is best to get directly in their path instead of coming in through the sides, because sometimes the missiles will miss. Sorry, sometimes.
Oh shit.
Yeah, I forgot to mention that earlier. Sorry.
No, I just got hit.
Oh. You got bombers going to the base. Also, if you want to switch targets, just press the Y button.
Yeah, I got that. Cool.
Okay, cool.
Destroy the targets. You're being slow. Spare 6, Fox 2.
There's one at the very top.
I wouldn't go that far. Target's that
Oh,
small
okay.
on a challenge.
You,
Don't let it go to your head, murderer.
I keep forgetting that every day. I'm seeing everything delayed.
Multiple bandits inbound. They got bombers and air support. All aircraft follow me. You two, murderer. Gee, now he thinks he's squadron leader.
Oh no.
What? You got shot down?
I have. Crumb's gone very quiet.
Yeah, I was watching a video. Sorry.
Ah.
Spare squadron, listen up. Shoot
I thought it was because I told you off.
weapons free. You're cleared to
Oh, it wasn't a bad joke. Not even try it. Oh, word joke is simple.
That is true. That is true.
All depends on if you want to have banned on Twitch later.
Trigger, keep an eye on your head count. We can compare later. Yeah, I'm bringing everything dressed up real pretty. Head to the next target. Radar pinged. Incoming hostile group detected. Take care of them. I know. A bomb is in high. Stop watching your own asses and look up. Allow me to educate you. In this unit, you get your tail marked with scratches.
I'll probably say it outside of the stream.
They're called sin lines. You have 3 scratches, right, Trigger?
Hey, what?
Or Harley's murderer.
Something other than Twitch. I'm not gonna talk about it while I'm watching it on Twitch, and especially if my voice is on here, since, yeah.
Since you're contentious.
It's not a question of contentious, it's just that it could be seen as trying to pull away customers from one end to another, so hence why I'm not gonna say it here.
Oh, you're being so politically correct.
Oh, it's nothing political, to be perfectly honest. It's
You
more
have,
like,
isn't it a chat function on yours?
Yeah.
How many viewers do you have?
4 live.
Alright, youngster viewers, we have a little problem here with bribe. I will need your help and opinion. If a guy looks like he can walk into any bar and pull any woman he wants, should he do it or should he save himself for marriage?
What I find so concerning though, Crumb, is you seem to care so much about it.
Yes, I'm jealous. Bottom line, I would like to borrow Bryce's body for one evening. That penis, sorry, what's the word? The male genitalia will be used in ways no one could ever imagine. So, thoughts?
I can't lock on to these critical targets.
Where? They're all. I think they're all the way down there. Yeah, they're all the way down. Where? You have to look directly at them sometimes.
They're not lock on, but I can't use Y to.
All you need to do is just put your nose down in front of the. Use the radar to try and get behind them in a sense, and then go down, and then you should be able to press the Y button and lock onto them. Get them to the center
There's
of your.
missiles everywhere. Missiles going everywhere.
Yep.
Oh damn. One more hit.
Not
and
easy, huh?
I'm at it.
Not easy, is it?
No.
This is why I don't use novice controls. Novice controls is a bit of a handicap in that sense.
You can't roll or anything.
Yeah, you can't roll with novice controls, only with expert controls.
Hey, do you have a read on the situation?
You should be able to change from novice to expert in the in-game menu.
Is it
should
that?
be able to.
Is it that different and difficult?
It's not as difficult as it looks. It's not as difficult as it looks. It's more of a question of getting used to the whole roles and all the sort of stuff to do the proper dogfightings. Another thing is, and not only that, to make your life easier, just hold the Y button sometimes to the targets.
Mission failed? How come?
Perhaps the base was destroyed. Most likely. You want to try putting in on expert controls?
Yeah, I might do actually. How do I go about doing that? Retry from that checkpoint, and I presume I can do it in game.
Yeah, you should be able to do so in game in the options in the pause menu.
Controls.
Do you see it?
No. Flight
Hold on.
system. Oh yeah, got it. Expert. Turn by rolling and pitching.
One thing I'll say is that under this control scheme, I would recommend you keep the Y button held on so you can keep an eye on your targets.
Weapons free. You're cleared to engage. Show no mercy.
Gonna have to rethink the odds. Wanna bet which one of us gets the first kill trigger?
This is the main first. If count's going forward, I decide whether you die.
Oh, I feel sorry for my viewers.
So what do you think?
Yeah, I'm a bit all over the place on this. Oh hell.
But it does give you a lot more controls, doesn't it?
It does.
But yeah, if you press and hold the Y button now.
Spare 15, bandit splashed.
Trigger, keep an eye on your head.
Whoa. Yeah, sorry viewers. Yeah, I'm not a console person.
Head to the next target.
It's more of a question of practice.
Take care of them.
Wanna know how I started? Wanna know how I started getting into the expert controls of Ace Combat games? It's when I started playing Ace Combat 4. Ace Combat 4, there was no such thing as novice control. There was only scheme, and that was the one that you're using right now.
You have 3 scratches, right trigger? Well, you are Harlan's murderer. Shoot. Cal, look behind you!
This one is being evasive.
Yes. But how is the controls for you?
Yeah, I'm
Much
not
better?
really, yeah. It's a lot easier to avoid
Missiles.
missiles. But I am all over the place because I can't use controllers very well.
No worries. I mean, for me, I haven't used a single flight stick before, so I can't say much in this sense. But just the thought of using a flight stick in this game is a little bit scary, but it's something I want to try as well. Either way.
Have you got one of you?
Nope. I don't own one. Fire a second one too. The bombers you fire twice.
You might have a stick in the top line, but I haven't used it.
If you want to catch up to your enemies as well, just keep on the boost. Nice! That was a nice machine gun run. That you pulled
like
a few
that?
moments back.
And any replies on our request for help?
No.
No, what's help, Brian?
Oh no, got hit once. Well, I'm going to focus on mission critical ones a bit more.
Yeah. Forget the fighters. Go straight for the bombers.
That cheers me up. Pipe down and keep your mind on the mission.
So if you see any white arrows in the radar, just ignore them.
Ignore them, yeah.
Go straight for the bombers.
Oh dear. I'm a bit low here.
You're below.
Oh, I'm a bit low.
Ah, you're a bit low in terms of altitude.
Altitude, yeah.
Oh yeah, I see what you mean. you almost went down straight into
I
the
see
first
it.
person.
Don't let it go to your head, murderer. Multiple bandits inbound. We got bombers and support. All aircraft follow me. You two, murderer.
All right. Expand your radar if you can as well to the full map.
Trigger, don't get shut down now. I got good money riding on your survival. Some guys have got big.
Yeah. Now you know now you know where you need to go.
You need a yap to pull the trigger.
Oh no.
Too far, Dunce. Get closer. Targets are still active. Keep up the attack. What the hell are you doing?
That's a T-160, by the looks of it. Yeah, that is a T-160. Those require multiple takedowns.
Trigger again.
Of multiple missiles.
Don't get excited. It's beginner's luck. But he killed Harling with his guns too. This is a pretty nice ride. Instrument service pretty good. Can't believe these things used to be scrapped. Just what kind of magic does she have up her sleeves anyway? I know what her problem is. Acting like she's royalty or something. That's because she's the scrap queen. Queen? More like a bad-tempered tomboy. Spare 15. What the hell are you doing? Attack.
Man, I'm gonna get motion sickness here.
Are you playing it full screen?
Yeah. Yeah.
Ah, did you get it? No, it doesn't support ultra wide now.
Hey?
Oh. Are you using ultra wide?
No.
Yes. I am. But I don't get full screen, sadly enough.
Dumb luck, tabloid. Spare 15. Don't take all the fun away from your comrades.
How close are you to the monitor, Young?
Oh shit. Half meter?
Half a meter. Fair it is. You're going unusually high.
Yeah, this person's in my head.
You can do it, Young. Destroy all those bombers.
Nah, I should have put it all on Trigger.
Whoa. You'll see in a second.
Whoa, that was close.
Yeah.
That was close. Come on, you got 3 more to do.
Mission failed again.
Ah,
This is getting
last
tricky.
bomb. But did you feel like you've done a little bit better with the with expert?
I just feel sorry for the viewers because I got motion sickness.
It is one of those sort of
Spare squadron, listen up. Shoot down everything carrying bombs. Weapons free. You're cleared to engage. Show no mercy.
Done by now to rethink the odds. Wanna bet which one of us gets the first shot?
yeah. When it comes to playing games like Ace Combat, it's one of those that you might want to keep a good meter or so away.
Pacific Command, all aircraft support me. Who's gonna dance to your line too? I'll show you all how it's done.
I do get motion. Some car game, rally game, and if I fly on widescreen, for example Battlefield or something, you can get a little bit of. As it's a little bit curved also.
I don't actually have it at the moment. It's just that my control is not delicate.
Trigger shot down a bomber. That was some fancy flying, Mr. Murderer.
Head to the next target.
Let's see. I wonder how far I am actually online. I mean, I've done the campaign several times already, but I want to know what mission.
They're called sin lines. 3 scratches, right trigger? Well, you are Harling's murderer.
Oh man, I'm going down. Yeah, I'm dead already.
Already?
Yeah, that was terrible. That one.
Did you crash?
No, got done by the missiles.
Ouch. That was.
I'm gonna call it for the screen for a minute because I was just having a little dabble.
There it is.
Do some CNC when you're done.
Yeah, can do.
Yeah, let's do it. Well, people, Young, are you still streaming?
I am.
Okay, well, people, I know that, well, I hope you, well, actually, no, never mind.
Well, thank you for that.
Sorry, man, I just don't know how to close things.
Wow.
I'm not good at closing
Not even
things.
your
This is-
stream, and there you are, stealing the thunder.
Yeah.
Alright, catch all you viewers soon. Cheers.